Hi everybody, Stefan here from EDC Austria, and first let me apologize that there were no new videos in the last couple of days, but as always when there are no videos I was pretty sick. Well, now that that's dealt with, I'm not doing a customary wristwatch check as they do on many of the watch channels, but what I will do is a paracord check because this is an EDC channel. This is the Bear Grylls paracord, which has a very unnecessarily complicated open and close mechanism. But now let's come to the topic at hand. The Olight Mini Baton for 2016. That's a limited edition. It comes in 6 variations. There are 3 titanium and 3 copper. Let me open the box and show you what I got, if I manage to do that. Yes. Oh, I got the raw copper. It may look nice now, but the raw copper, it was even sealed in plastic, because this one gets patina almost right away. But let me tell you about the other colors. On the copper side you get black coating, the raw copper like I do, or rose gold. And on the titanium side you can get polished titanium, a rainbow color, kind of an anodized color, and a bead blasted finish. The lights are powered by Cree XM-L2 emitter and emit up to 550 lumen, which is very nice, but it can only be held for 1.5 minutes, which has to do with the small size of the light. But really, there is not a lot of difference between 300 lumen, which is what it steps down to after 1.5 minutes, and 550. Actually, most of the lights do that, but the manufacturers just neglect to tell you that. So what else can I tell you about this light? So like I said, the turbo mode, or in high, is 550 lumens for the first 1.5 minutes. Then it can do 300 lumens for 120 minutes. Or, so this would be high. This would be medium. This is 60 lumens, which it can do for 8.5 hours. And low, which it can do for 64 hours, that's 12 lumens. It comes of course also with a firefly mode, which is 0.5 lumens. You can reach that directly by constantly pressing the light, and in total darkness you can see just fine what's around you with that. Also, it has an electronic lockout, so if you keep pressing, it'll tell you that it's locked out, and then if it flashes again you can turn it on and off. The controls are probably familiar to everyone who has owned an Olight before. So you press it to turn it on, and then keep it pressed to cycle through the modes. Double click gets you to the highest mode, and triple click gets you to strobe, which is a 10 Hz strobe. A new function that I didn't know from other models is the timer. So you press once and then hold. Oh wait, sorry. So press hold, then it flashes once. That's the 3-minute timer, and you can also in the timer mode set it to 9 minutes. So it will turn itself off after either 3 or 9 minutes. For what you really use this, I don't know. Because for a bad light or something, it's too short a period, but it's nice that it has it. It has, of course, a memory mode, as all Olights do, but it only comes back to high in the first 10 minutes, because afterwards they figure, well, probably not, even because if you have it in your package, in your pocket, it can overheat quite easily. But there is virtually no chance of pressing it by accident, even if it's not locked out, because you really have to press it beneath the surface to get a reaction from it. So just really a pressure doesn't do it. And like I said, you can always just have the lockout engaged and then keep pressing it. It flashes once and it goes again. What you can do is a hard lockout, meaning you twist the tail end, because that's copper, it's not anodized aluminum, so this won't work. Okay, I told you pretty much everything. Oh, what I forgot, there are only 9,999 pieces of each of these lights, so this is a pretty limited edition. In the US, I would go to Going Gear to purchase these, because they have the most in stock and it's also kind of their deal. And in Europe, I've only found them on Amazon. Although they basically cost the same thing. They cost $65 for the copper ones and $80 for the titanium ones. The same is here in Europe, just with euro. So 65 euro for the copper one and 80 euro for the titanium one. Another difference which you might want to consider is that the titanium ones come in a neutral white and the copper ones come in a cool white. The natural white kind of displays colors better, but the neutral white is a bit stronger. As for the batteries, it uses CR123A. This is a Duracell, a non-rechargeable. I would only use these if you don't use your light often, because those have a shelf life of 10 years, so you can be assured that your light will always work if you use it only like once a year or so. If you use it frequently, it would be much better just to buy an RCR 123A, also called the 16340, best one by Olight themselves. Those aren't really expensive. I think a 2-pack is 12 euro or so. And you can charge them with any lithium ion charger, so even with something like this, which you normally use for 18650s, and it reaches its full strength easily with the rechargeable ones. As for a size comparison, this is the S10 Baton, which was the predecessor of the S1, which is what this is kind of a version of. And if you compare these two, there is quite a difference between them. Then this is an S1, although this is an S1A, meaning it has the AA battery inside, so that makes it larger by default. So I don't have an actual S1 here for comparison, although I do have a Phoenix E15 here, which was my smallest CR123A light, although you see it's still bigger than the Olight, and even worse, it's a twisty top control, so nothing fancy like the Olight. One way they reduced the length was by removing the magnet which comes with the Olights usually. So if that's important to you, I'd get the regular S1. Otherwise, this one is really small and really powerful. Since everything is so nicely illuminated outside, I can't really show you how well it lights up. Also, I really can't go out in this cold, so I just used my staircase to demonstrate how well it lights stuff up. I totally recommend it. It also makes a great gift. Although really only spend that money on people you know are gonna enjoy this light, because it would be a shame to waste $65 or $80 on someone who isn't into lights. And one more thing, if you're almost blind like I am currently, you might miss that there is something in here on the upper side of the box. Here are just the instructions, but this one is very interesting. It says 9,999 pieces, and here are the numbers. Each one has a number under the clip, and if you have one of those numbers, you can win stuff, like one of their best lights, S2Rs, everything. So it would be worthwhile checking that. The only thing I've noticed is you don't get any extras, like extra O-rings, because that's what a regular Olight box looks like, and you have separate O-rings and a bunch of stuff in there. But you do have a 5-year warranty, so that should be enough. And furthermore, it's IPX8 certified, so it can be held underwater for up to 2 meters or fall from 1.5 meters without taking damage. They actually can do a lot more, but this is what it's certified for. Like I said, I totally recommend it for anyone who is into lights, or as a gift for anyone who is into lights. And only if you don't like the magnet, then get the regular one. Okay, this is it. Glad to be back. And there will be a lot of videos coming. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and please subscribe for future videos. And stay tuned for the hallway footage. Bye bye. Okay, so we have the Olight mini Baton. This is the strongest regular mode. As you see, it lights up my totally unlit staircase very well. And now I'm going into the 550 turbo mode. It's even better. As an EDC, this is totally unlit here. So as an EDC light, it's fantastic. Even in the weaker modes. Even with this, I could light my way. Okay.